Hey, it's Coach Haig here. Thanks for watching my math channel. Let me know if there's any topics that you want me to cover or if you need any help, and I'll be sure to help you out as much as I can.
Okay, this lesson is talking about order of operations. We're going to be simplifying expressions, and we're going to use order of operations to do that. A lot of people remember the acronym PEMDAS as a way to remember what to do first. Sometimes it gets confusing when there's just a lot of stuff going on. Like, for example, let's say we've got something like 8 minus 3 parenthesis 2 squared. Let's actually make it 4 squared. Minus 1 divided by 5 plus 6, something like that. People get confused and they start thinking like, well, what do I do first? And they make little mistakes because they're not sure where to start. Just starting from left to right isn't always the right place to start. You wouldn't actually start with the 8 minus 3. That would mess things up. So PEMDAS helps us know where to start as far as order of operations go. The P represents parentheses. So you always want to start in parentheses. So we kind of ignore everything else. You would ignore the 8 minus 3. We'd ignore the divided by 5 and the plus 6. We're only focusing on that parenthesis. So once we focus just on this parenthesis, now we look inside that parenthesis to see what to start with first. So technically, there could be another set of parentheses inside of that parenthesis. In this example, there's not. So then we would go down to the next letter in the acronym. E stands for exponents. So we do exponents next. Multiplication and division, the M and the D, are a step that happens at the same exact time. So once we get to the M and the D, multiplication or division could happen first. Usually go left to right, whichever one happens first. So we've got multiplication and division next. And then the last step is another simultaneous step, addition and subtraction can also occur at the same time. It just depends whichever one comes first. So if we look at this example that's on the board, we'd first start with parentheses. So we're looking right here. Then we would do exponents, and an exponent is actually occurring right here. So we have 4 squared. An exponent just says how many times that base number is being multiplied by itself. So this 2 is saying that we're going to be multiplying 4 by itself 2 times. So 4 times 4 is 16. So if I rewrote the whole entire thing, I would have 8 minus 3 parenthesis 16 minus 1 divided by 5 plus 6. So I'm still in the parenthesis. I still have another operation I need to do. So 16 minus 1 is 15. So again, I would look there. Now there's nothing else going on inside the parenthesis. So at this point, the parentheses aren't really separating it from anything. I could actually drop the parentheses. The thing you have to be careful of is to see what number is outside the parentheses and how is that related to the parentheses. So I've got this 3 here, and this has an invisible multiplication sign here. So if I drop the parentheses, this is going to be 3 times the 15. And then I also have this divided by 5 over here as well. So I've got 8 minus 3 times 15 divided by 5 plus 6. So I've done with the parentheses, done with the exponents. So now I'm multiplication and division. Usually we would go left to right. Sometimes it makes a little more sense to start somewhere else. But in this case, if I just kind of held the form, I have the 3 times the 15. Technically it's negative 3, but I'm okay to treat that as a subtraction sign and deal with that in a moment. 3 times 15 is 45. There may be a shorter way to do this, but that's okay. We're practicing using order of operations, so we'll just kind of do it like this. 8 minus 45 divided by 5 plus 6. I actually can do this division by 5 at the same time. 45 divided by 5 is 9. So I have 8 minus 9 plus 6. We're getting close. We've got addition and subtraction next, so I'm just going to go left to right. 8 minus 9 is negative 1, plus 6 ends up being positive 5. So this order of operations helped us know how to simplify this. Let's do another example of this real quick. Let's just make up some numbers. Let's go with 7 to the third power, because why not, plus 4 times 8 minus parenthesis 12 divided by 3 plus 1. You know, you get the picture, something like that. We could even throw a squared on here if we want. Maybe that'd be a good little something to throw on there. So if I'm looking at this problem, first, you know, I'm tempted to do this exponent, but we probably should look inside the parenthesis first. So I'm ignoring everything else except for the parenthesis, and I look in the parenthesis and try and find the answer of what's in there. So I've got a division and I have an addition. So I first have to do division. That comes before addition, so I have to do the division first. So 12 divided by 3 is 4. Now I'm able to do the addition, so 4 plus 1 is 5. So if I rewrote this whole thing, I would have 7 to the third power plus 4 times 8 minus parenthesis. So we had a 5 squared. There's nothing else going on inside the parentheses, so if I drop it, I just have to be careful what's outside it. So I've got this squared, so I'm going to have a 5 squared first before I attach it to this negative. So that's going to be a 25. So, and I could also do this exponent at the same time here. So we've got 7 to the third power, 49 times 7. I actually don't know what that is. 7 times 7 times 7. If I had a calculator, I'd just probably bust it out. Plus the 6, 32. 34, I mean. 343. So we've got 343 plus 4 times 8 minus 25. Looks like we've got multiplication next. 4 times 8 is 32, so we've got 343 plus 32 minus 25. And now we can simplify this. It's just addition and subtraction, so we can go left to right on this. 343 plus 32, what's that? 375 minus 25, 375 would be 350, I think. I hope we can double check that if we need to. But you get the idea. The main concept of order of operations is just helping us know where to start. First start with parentheses, then go to exponents. Multiplication, division, we do at the same time, usually left to right. Addition, subtraction is the last part of this order of operations. I hope that helped. Let me know if you have anything you want me to help you out with specifics, and I can try and do that. Okay, have a good day.